Hello, welcome to Grimm's. I'm Grimm. Hi, everybody. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's welcome back our familiar faces, our booze hounds, our booze hound brethren and sisters. Mr. Mark.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Miss Lisa. Hello. Mr. Calvin. Hello. And Miss Saren. Hello. Hi. Beautiful. And Mr. Redthorn. Hello.
Ah, wow.
Hello. He's right there. Faithful viewers. Now, where we left off last time, I think, was a rather long game. Someone might have to help me a little bit with this one.
We managed to convince the blue dragon to help us, and she pretty much was speaking on behalf of herself and the white dragon because she beat the crap out of it.
she's taken over the white dragon.
Then we got back on board our ship after beating the Mechano Shark and started heading north to the coast so that we could cut across towards towards Cogsbrook.
Yes, that's right. So you were
That's what I
heading
remember.
north
it
to
was
cut
right.
in towards Cogsbrook, or were you going up north to get to the Red Dragon?
No, rather than climbing the peak, we have the actual stone with us, so I think we were heading across to Cogsbrook.
We're gonna go towards Cogsbrook and then like fight in the big area, I think. Because it's like
we can fight it on the way, or we don't even know where the bad guy is, so we don't need to call it and be like, okay, now go back.
Yeah.
And then we'll call you again. Once we get a hold on where this guy is, then we might call the dragon to us.
That'd be good.
Cool.
But
okay.
I think we were
So
going
heading to Cogsbrook.
west and north, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So, if you're going towards Cogsbrook, then yes, you can definitely get there before the water starts to get too solidified in that kind of pocket where it's not quite as ice cold and rigid as the White Dragon had made it. You can hit land relatively easily, and the guys that you were with will certainly drop you off. Now, this is your boat. Is there anything in particular you want to do with your boat?
I'm going to effectively just trust the captain. I'm going to be like, hey, you were a great help at the end of the world, so
when the time comes, if I
you
get
just
my boat
want
back,
to take this thing back, I might need to sell this in order to continue saving the world, but if I don't ever sell it on you, it's yours.
So
gotcha. Keep
I'm
the meter
gonna
running.
probably like check with you. Did you sell our house back home then? For sure.
Yeah, at least I think. Like,
Okay, cool.
see, that's the thing.
Yeah, of course.
The shop was supposed to be demoed, and I got it at like a discount. So I'm not sure if it's actually like valued at what the property is worth. I don't know. It's a condemned building.
We got a boat now, and I'll like hit the side of the boat.
Yeah, I mean, I just said a few
It's
things and I
ready.
got a boat. So
Great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go over to one of the sailor guys and ask them if they can like maybe where they've like painted on the side of the boat the name. I want it to be changed to Care for the Victim.
have they already
Care for the Victim.
changed the name of the boat?
If it's like
No.
if they've got like let's just change it and that'll be it.
Yeah, we can
Because
do that.
we have
Yeah, we can do that. That's okay.
and cool. And I'll leave.
How do you spell victim? Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not gonna do it.
They're gonna
because
work
Carrie
on that where
probably
you
can't
guys,
spell.
I assume, hit ground and start walking.
Oh yeah, no, it's after
Okay.
we've left because I
Ah,
like to
okay.
be like kind of the
okay.
surprise almost.
Yeah, so you guys start to make your way towards Cogsbrook. Now, are you guys doing anything on the way, or are you just beelining?
Yeah, well, I'll chat up the robot girl, Alex.
Name, damn it.
Alex Trazer. So, Alex,
Yes.
where is it that we're going exactly? Nobody's been telling me much.
Oh yeah.
I know as much as you.
Oh. Anyone know where we're going?
Cogsbrook, William. Cogsbrook.
That's that way?
Well, yeah, it's to the west, across a mountain chain. We can either go above it or beneath it. We were already above, so I figure we'll just go above the mountains that way.
And why are we going to this Cogsbrook?
Well, because there were a bunch of pretty advanced people there who were actually quite intent on helping us get things done. They, were brought into this world against their will and seemed pretty intent on helping us to right things. They were the ones who actually built that, lovely form for our friend Alex here. Unfortunately, something seems to have gone wrong since some of the pieces aren't all there.
Right, you got a big gaping hole right there.
Yes,
right in her brain.
Alex empty.
Oh. So you want them to help her get her mind back? Anything else?
Well,
Gonna make sure they're okay.
yeah.
If they had dumped Alex outside of the gates, clearly maybe they were trying to like have her escape, help her like maybe pretend that she was trash almost, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where she was dumped. Like maybe there was like some rubbish outside that was dumped as well. Like
Alright, on a mission to check up on these people.
Well, I mean, it's a whole group of technologically advanced people who seem intent on helping us in our goal. If something terrible has befallen them, well, then we can help them, because if we help them, they'll continue to help us. And at the very least, we might be able to get Alex.
And once again,
Sorted out.
your goal is to summon dragons and get them to help you to end the destruction of your world.
that's what our author said.
Right.
The creator
Your-
of all universes
Yeah, your god.
told us,
Yeah.
yes, that the dragons are the only way to help
Or,
and stop everything.
Actually, while we're
Alright.
speaking of gods and what they do and don't know, and what we've been told, you follow Ignoza, a god of knowledge, yes?
correct. You remembered.
Well, I'm a clever cookie. Does she know about what's going on in the world? As a god, I think the god author is the one who even wrote Ignoza into being, but, I mean, we are the god author's peons and creations, and we know what's going on. Does your goddess have any extra information? Has she directed you or given you some special importance or assignment?
Especially if she
No.
thinks she's under danger threat as well.
I mean, I could always ask and see if she can give me some kind of guidance and that I could relay to you.
William, right now,
Much as
we
you-
don't even know where the God Author is being held hostage. We have 5 Dragonstones and no way of actually constructively using them.
You see,
we
I'm
need
not-
to point them at an enemy.
Yeah, I'm not the only one she sends out to these places. I mean, other ones could have already reported back and given her some information. I mean,
Oh.
it's possible.
And you like look over us, the world,
Yeah.
and sent like different key points.
Mm-hmm.
If the god author is somewhere in this world, clearly that should be a key point.
Yes, it would seem like a good place to gain some stories, some knowledge.
If one
For
of
her?
your friends or a fellow priest in Ignoza's service has actually reported the whereabouts of something, we need to know it. We need direction and we need it quick. We have dragons that are waiting on us merely to point them at a target. We lack a target.
Right.
Do you require something from us? Do you need a special place or some ley line or something? What do you need?
No, I could try to communicate.
Oh, just here.
Yes. If we're not in a hurry at the very moment, if you give me a minute.
Nothing is more important than what you're about to do.
What?
We will stop.
Carrie, what is it exactly you'd like me to ask?
If the author knows where he is, he can give some sort of description that could help us, like if there is a town nearby or some distinguishing features.
The author is being held prisoner, though, Carrie.
Yes.
He spoke to you and Giorgio before and didn't know where he was then. So I don't think that has improved at all now.
No.
We are asking Ignoza if she knows anything or if any of her other agents have reported anything.
Oh.
Well, I
Not
can't
talking to the god author.
can't really just up and. I mean, I could make a prayer and see if she would hear me, but I was just talking about asking one of my friends here, some of the other recollectors, if they recollect anything.
All right, well, if you can...
Okay.
All right,
Did
so
I
just
say-
if they know where this author is, who's imprisoned.
Yes.
When I was like talking to the author, did I see what the author looked like in any way? Or like no.
Not really. You saw a face, but it was kind of a blurred image. Like even when Giorgio saw the face, it was in like a reflecting pool kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was a little hard to really make anything out. Just an older gentleman.
Okay.
All right, I will cast sending, and I will send to one of the other recollectors I'm familiar with. Her name's Gabby. Another furbolg like myself, and
Nice,
hopefully
that's cool.
she's on this plane, and hopefully I can make contact. So I cast that. I'll say, I believe it's 25 words. Gabby, it's Quilliam. Question: do you know where this god author is being imprisoned? Friends are asking. They want to save the world.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
He blushes. Hangs up the spell.
Yeah. You don't get an answer back. You don't hear anything at all.
Oh no.
You don't even feel that little connection that happens when you send something and you achieved at least the act of sending something.
I'm sorry, friends. She's not at home at the moment.
It's probably good, actually.
Good.
Well, he's not from this book, in a way. Like, his books where he would go to destroy places. It's not his. Like, they're probably still there.
Or she's already finished her part of the story and already reported back and sent on to our next mission.
Alright, so we've tried speaking to a fellow friend, a mortal, but you can still speak to your god itself, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible, or
It's
is
a
it
bit
risky?
hard. She's way up there. Right.
I understand they never
The divine
answer
is
back.
within
The star
that.
twinkles.
Yeah.
Your heart and mind.
Is it like dark out or like permanent dusk? You said something like that? Or-
Yeah, it's like a sunrise and sunset.
Yeah.
It's actually like a purplish kind of reddish hue towards the east and west, and then as you start to center yourself, what would be high noon, it's
Okay.
start to see stars and stuff.
All right. Yep. I'll just. All right. Give me a little space.
All right.
And he will put both hands up to the constellation.
Yep.
And say a little prayer and ask about the same thing.
Roll a religion check. As you've made me do many a time in your campaign.
That is cocked.
Hey, you're a religious person. Can you lend him some form of aid? Especially since you've communicated with your
Already
god.
rolled.
Ah.
Oh, sorry. I would just assume that I wouldn't really.
I got a 22.
Oh, nice.
I don't even need
Didn't think you'd
Yeah,
break a
right.
20.
Yeah.
Well
I'll
then.
see if I can read, the glimmering of the constellation in some kind of Morse code that I understand.
Yes, you get pretty clear feelings on a few things.
Oh no.
One, you realize that
Thank you.
that there is a reason that you can't communicate with your friends. They don't appear to have come here. And what's more, it seems as if your god is starting to wonder if they ever really existed. You kind of just get this impression that the world as you and her know it is a lot smaller than you thought.
Giving a god an existential
Kind of like
crisis.
how you popped in to watch their world that only really existed around them. You kind of get almost a reflection of that same feeling in the stars.
Okay.
Like maybe she's realizing that things are a little smaller than she thought too.
Well, she's a little confused at the moment. She didn't really answer my question about where the god is and if he's being kept anywhere. But
No hints.
she's thinking that maybe the knowledge she's collected for the last 100 millennia is corrupted and not true at all. So that's disturbing.
So your god is
When you
losing
say it
its
like
mind to nihilism. Great.
Hey, she's looking inward now instead of out. That's,
It's
Okay.
It doesn't mean that it's
good when
corrupted or
gods do that.
anything. It just means that there's a different story, a different universe. That's okay.
yeah, sorry, I need a minute to think.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't like that he's finally the one on the side of the dread.
No, that's not good.
No.
We want everyone happy.
I
We
know,
want the
but he's
guy.
been doing this the entire time he's been here.
As we keep walking,
We
he's
do
just gonna
not
be
want
muttering
you.
under his
We are.
breath. And he's running
bad
through everything
horror.
he's ever done.
Yeah, he's like, is it all pointless? Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing here?
Oh god.
I'll go and tap him on the back and be like, "We can do this.
And as
Come
you
on."
guys start to make your way through, at what point are you guys gonna actually stop and sleep? Because I just kind of wanted to know for my own sake. You guys do have Barnsley, which is
Yeah.
kind of towards that
Yes.
open section there. I don't know if you guys want to see a
How's
bigger version of
So-
this map.
doing?
Yeah.
If we stopped in that closest bay there, closest to Barnsley, and then we can hit Barnsley and then go through the mountain pass, and then go west and south down to Cogsbrook.
Does Barnsley look kind of okay? Like they're.
That's kind of why I'm asking if you guys are stopping beforehand.
We stopped way up there?
Yeah, because we had to go around
Yes.
that like outcropping to get to the lair. So then we just went a little further north to go in that bay, which is closest to Barnsley.
Why don't we go in the bay that's out right? Okay.
Because we were already north.
that-
We were already north by that dragon, so we just kept going north, and then we're going west towards Barnsley, and then through that mountain pass.
Okay.
And then
Whereas
down
we would have had
towards
to go
Cogsbrook.
south, and then over towards Presonus, and then go south of the mountains, and then go up. It's about
I
the
can't
same.
remember.
Be
if
about
we
6
were
of one, half
doing-
dozen of the other.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we were doing like the actual landscape that's there, but it's like muddy and gross, like water. It's not very good for ships to go in. Oh wait, I
Doesn't
don't-
matter.
Okay,
So where are you guys going to camp out?
If we can reach,
Under the stars.
yeah, if we can reach Barnsley within the day, then great. If not, then we'll just camp in it.
Yeah, if you guys go like a full day, assuming that you slept on the ship, it's probably been a little bit to kind of get there and back kind of thing. It'll take 1 full day to get to Barnsley, so if you guys want to get yourself tired by the time you get there, you can have a proper bed and stuff. Or at least that's
Might
what
as
you
well
guys
do
would
that.
think for travel-wise and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Now, as you guys get
I
to...
mean, how long are we, like, walking?
For like a full
Hiking?
day.
be about a
Like
full day.
24 hours?
Yeah. Well, not quite, but pretty close. Like,
I'm
you should
quite old, and that's a lot of walking. I could probably
Would
do
you
a
I
solid
can
12.
carry you.
My dear. My lady.
lifts you up in
Yeah.
her arms.
How much
Sleep
can you
amongst
lift?
feet.
Because
A lot.
I'm hefty.
We're doing this again, are we?
How heavy are you?
He's 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
He's thin.
I'm a solid 240.
It's all good.
All right.
I think you can pull it off.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
look at Alex in amazement and just like, I really, really like it. But she can just lift this
Plus 2
guy.
to strength, placebo effect. There you go.
This little bot's coming in handy.
Yeah, that's right.
I just look at her
Helpful.
open mouth,
Yeah,
awe
helpful.
at Alex's new form, and I'm like,
Empty.
she could probably even lift Ellen up. So think about that. If you're
Hey.
impressed now.
It's a weird center of gravity
I
too.
can
Very
lift
dense
Ellen
towards her
up
feet.
If she doesn't wiggle around and scream like you've done something wrong to her.
Nice.
She threw up all over me.
Oh yeah.
But that wasn't fun.
Now, as you guys get to Barnsley, you guys notice it's not. At least Calvin, Victor would be, and Carrie would be pretty familiar with this area. You guys have done work and stuff out here. You kind of done work all over the place.
Alex went through there.
Yeah.
with-
Oh,
the-
yes, you went through there. Did you?
brain thing.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
dancing in the square.
Yes, right. I don't know how much that you would remember, but yes, you guys remember this place being a little bit more lively than it is now. As you come through it this time, it's
End of the world and all.
a little, it's a little bit quieter and stuff too, but it also seems that there's a lot of extra wood around the doorways and stuff that have been kind of tacked up. A lot of shutters and stuff are closed. Not a lot of carts are left out. The ones that are left out looks like there's not really a lot left to them. And you guys can hear some moaning and stuff like that in the background.
As we pass through the market square, Alex is just gonna kind of stop and look around and kind of. And then she'll keep going.
Guys.
Nice.
I was about to kind of like, guys, stop. But I see her doing her swaying, and I'm just, it can wait.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of
Give
let
it
the
a
moment breathe. And then as she starts to move on, we start getting to the other side of the square. I'll go, Carrie, be ready. You in particular, I think, are going to be very useful in the coming fight. Have you and I ever tackled undead before? Well, we're gonna, so that settles that. Just be ready.
Those drunk guys seem pretty like dead in the eyes. So
What guys?
like, remember the drunk guys at the bar? Like,
Drunk
they
guys
all
at
ran
the-
out. They just
There was the guy in the volcano, basically. When we were solving that puzzle,
Oh,
there was
yeah.
the undead there.
But those weren't true undead. Those were like stone golems. Because they were made of stone, not
They
bone.
were like skeleton.
They were
But yeah,
skeletons.
They were
still
skeleton.
Anyway.
They were something skinned
I
as
am
something.
Technically.
I'm going to channel the divinity
Yeah.
and turn the unholy, and I can
They're not around yet.
Sir, oh no, but when we get closer into the town, where like
So you're gonna ready
there's
that
narrow,
action?
yeah. So when it
Okay.
becomes like narrow
Oh,
passageways and things like that, where it's hard to kind of see around the corners, like I'm not very dexterous, I'm gonna have that ready.
If you think you're close
so
to
that-
something but you can't tell where it is, you have
Exactly.
it ready. Okay.
Yeah, and then like that's 30 feet
if we're
around.
worried about what's in the town, I can always just take a peek from right here if you like.
Yeah, I think that would be best. And if you could get off of Alex's back, you might have to keep yourself on your own feet.
Alex, do you mind?
I will put him down.
Oh.
We need her arms free. Brilliant.
All right.
And I'll prepare myself as I look into the darkness and
Yeah.
run defense for him, because he's our eyes right now.
Mm-hmm. I will put my hands on my head. I'll cast an arcane eye out,
Oh, cool.
and this eye can just go out, and for an hour, I can just
Nice.
float it around, and it can go
That's
take a look in all the alleyways and just
awesome.
look all over town, basically.
Perfect.
I don't even have to do my thing then.
So yeah, as your eye
your
comes
one just
and is, I'm assuming it's just this like sort of semi-transparent.
Yeah, it's an
sort of,
invisible eye.
Ah, cool. So yeah, this
And I can see
breeze
through
that's passing
from
through the town
where I am.
is in actuality your eye, sort of parting some of these little flags as it goes underneath signs and things, and going around alleyways and peeking through what seems to be a pretty quiet town. There's a few people that you can see going what would seem like just running some errands, but they're looking behind them quite a lot. They're being a little bit careful and cautious and
Oh, they're living.
scurrying around. And then it goes through some other alleyways, and you see this time there's a couple bodies on the ground, not looking so right, but there's a couple people over top of them. Looks like they're feeding on the dead body.
I'm just relaying this information
Yeah.
as I'm
And
seeing
then
it.
the eye pops up and
Oh.
starts moving around again. You can see there's some people peeking through their windows and stuff like that, and they close, and you can see the candlelight go out in little cracks and stuff where the light was coming through. There's nothing now as this other body starts to walk past, very kind of almost like what you see Alex, like very just like a stoic, just dead kind of inanimate, kind of just back and forth, right? Yeah, and it just kind of just seems like there's a lot of that going on.
All right, there's a lot of worried people and a lot of shuffling people.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's overrun, but it looks like
And dead
there's
bodies?
definitely a
that's
problem.
not normal.
But I don't see any undead, so that's good.
Just some people eating some
Based
people.
on his
Oh, you said the people
backstory,
eating
would he
people.
not be
Yeah.
familiar with
If he
zombies
described
and
it
undead?
as I described
I-
it, you would look at him and go, "I think there'd be some undead."
You're like
There's just some
like,
people eating other people.
like that's
Cannibals are
normal.
Yeah, just a little cannibalism over there, but nothing to worry about. Nothing I've seen.
Not normal.
Well, at the
That's
end of times,
normal.
it happens quite a bit.
All right.
It's true.
Either way, so you said there are some people who are still out there and who look worried?
Yes, yes, there are some people.
All right.
Civilians.
And it looks like a lot of these places are boarded up. So
I don't.
Did you go past the inn at all?
I went everywhere.
The how did the inn look? Did it look like it was like a safe house? Or did it look
The
like
inn looked like it was
broken
pretty
into?
boarded up and stuff. Doesn't look like any of the boards have been smashed through or anything like that. A lot of stuff's
Okay.
tacked from the inside too.
There's probably a lot of people in the main halls and the inns.
there could be. Now, Terry, when we were outside the lair of the Green Dragon, I was of the opinion that we had to leave those people behind. And you know that that's because we stood no chance of saving them regardless. We stand a chance now of saving these people. Yeah, we can handle some shuffling corpses. This is a time where we can be good. Even in the face of rewriting history and a lack of meaning to all of creation, we can still do this good thing.
Can I
William,
grab my sword
Guide
out?
us. Let us know where they are. We'll follow your commands and ambush them and wipe out these cannibals. These people will not have to board themselves up
All right.
right before they die. They will at least go out with dignity and a little bit of reprieve.
This is your
if they do
chance
it all.
to
All right.
think
I'll
positive
just lead the way. You guys just stay ahead of me a little bit, but we're going that way.
Yeah.
And
And
want
I'll
to
just,
sneak? You probably wouldn't hurt your chances.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to float and
Yeah.
hover off the ground using my ability as a warlock. So,
I'm gonna try and sneak, but
I will attempt to do that as well.
you can fly too.
oh,
Oh, with your you can.
Mixie
to
could
sneak.
fly. I'm going to attempt to sneak too.
Oh. Uh-huh.
No more flying for me.
I mean, I would allow it. Your warforged.
Can she tilt?
Oh.
I mean, we are talking about Strive's body. I don't know.
Oh, well.
That's a good question.
Personally, if you guys were like, this is for the end of the world and everything, here's a bunch of horses, I don't think you'd have a problem putting in some jetpacks. That's just my 2 cents. But I would be willing to give you Mickey's equivalent
I
ability.
said I was
than
going
Alex
to give
Strauss's
him
new
a
body.
whole farm of
At a
horses.
higher level, she did have jetpacks, so.
Mhm.
That's true. I remember that actually. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
But,
Oh yeah,
Fly,
this is
bitches.
how I'm going to fly around together.
Let's be stealthy now. Rocket Man! Just Iron Giant.
Diversion.
That's right.
Do you
Yeah,
want
it's got
Alex to run diversion?
like a jet engine.
Do you actually want Alex to run diversion?
I think that's no longer
Yeah,
up for debate.
That's actually good though, because like my
Just like when you like the air out of a balloon. She's like,
It's a mix of whoopee cushion and Roman candle.
It's all
everyone's wild.
lopsided.
we're all like terrified because people are eating people and we're just
Must
like
be a
laughing at
prototype.
Alex.
That's right. So
Yeah, so my
you're going after some zombies? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I was leading them to where the cannibals were.
Yeah,
I
so
got an
that
11
first group that you
myself,
saw,
so-
there was about 3 of them.
Yeah.
And you saw them down one of the east alleyways there.
Okay.
If you want to lead them that direction,
Yeah.
they're probably gonna be busy for a little while. Yeah. Now, how are you guys approaching this? You gonna let Alex just be a diversion?
in the sky.
Stealth? Or,
Oh yeah.
or what are you guys doing?
I got 11 for my
Uh-huh.
stealth,
Okay.
and hoping that she's going to be diverting them, so like looking up in the sky, and I'm not going to hear my chainmail
It
on my
would-
plate.
Yeah, it would be the equivalent of giving you 8 or giving them a disadvantage on the.
Nice.
But yes.
Cool.
That's good.
And then just before we get there, can I do my sacred weapon?
Yeah, if you want to get it ready, because you know. Yep. Yeah. For sure.
Like when he says like we're like
Yeah,
10
yeah.
seconds
Yep.
away.
Yeah. And then what did you? Are you stealthing in? Or are you just?
I'm gonna look to her and be like, you keep yourself safe. You might not be able to see me, but I've always got your back. And I'll just like float up and over onto like the rooftops and like
Put my
skirting
visor
beside the
down.
alleyways that they're near.
I'll put my scepter up and your nose up. We're down here. Focus.
Focus, Becky. Come on.
And I'll cast bless on everybody,
Nice.
Yay!
which is a D4 to some stuff
Yeah.
when you need it.
Everyone within
Tackles
And you have to
toes.
choose to use it first before you know the outcome. Is that right, or can this be applied after?
To all attack rolls and save.
Yeah, you
Nice.
just had it.
Very
and
nice.
then everyone within 10 feet of me, when they do a saving throw, gets Aura of Protection, so +4.
He's the only one within 10 of you right now.
Cool.
Yes,
Where's
'cause
everybody
they're
going?
So
both,
then you,
well,
you
they're
get,
both
a
a little.
+4 on saves as well.
Yeah, they're both a little higher up than the 10-foot mark.
That's okay.
Being up on the rooftops and Alex just will be
Yeah.
cushioning around up there.
Once they come in, like then they get.
And Carrie, you think maybe we should go up on the rooftops too?
Someone gotta fight him on the ground.
Yeah.
I will fall on my ass and hurt myself.
Yeah, that's what I don't.
I'm good.
You know what?
daddy
You
on
do
the
you.
ground.
You do you.
Are you going
watch
to go
from
in
that.
on the ground too?
Yeah, but I'll be like from behind a building, just like let her go.
Nice. I got my.
So you're going to hold
Sacred
your
weapon.
initiative? Is that what you're going to do? Or are you gonna
What
do
I'm
it?
saying is, I'll be the 100 feet back or whatever. Just
100 feet.
100 feet. Yeah, a solid 100 feet
Okay.
back.
Oh my god.
Just so
I won't even have you roll stealth because you're not that close to them.
Cool. Good, because I'm not
All
good
right,
at it.
Carrie, this is
So,
all you going in.
Nice. And
So, yeah, as you start to make your way around the corner, you notice that there are 3 what appear to be undead huddling over top of this corpse. And you have a couple friends in the vicinity. Calvin,
I'm
Victor's
watching
right
for
above
when
you.
she makes her move to jump in
yeah,
and
Perfect.
back her up.
I'm gonna.
And then Alex, you're above as well. You can see all of this happening too. And since technically Quill is waiting as well, I will treat for the sake of simplicity as well. Treat this as a group initiative since you are effectively all attacking and planning things. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll
So
let
roll
you.
initiative?
Yeah. So this will be a surprise round.
Oh, cool. So just take that as my hit then.
No, so you are gonna get an attack on them. The
Cool.
rest of you guys will follow in whatever order you
Cool.
wish, as it's group initiative. But you get a surprise round.
So I got 12 plus 10, 22
To
for a
hit?
hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you turn the corner, run in, and
Yeah,
engage.
and I
Okay.
hit them with my greatsword.
Nice.
And do you want the one on the left, center, or the right?
Whichever one's closest
Center
to me.
one will be closest to
then,
you.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much damage was that?
Cleave them all.
And then this is going to be.
Oh, you get to add a D4 to that, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Don't forget your blessings.
Don't you forget your
13.
blessings.
Peace and blessings.
4. So I got a
Ignosa guides you.
100 feet away.
Yeah.
17 damage for that one.
Nice.
And then wait, actually, because my divine smite. Sorry. Oh, and then I'm gonna do divine smite if it's not dead.
It is not
It's okay.
dead.
Cool.
It's undead.
And then.
And,
And
the
then
hero,
I'm gonna
the
do an
hero
extra
Carrie
2d8.
rushed into battle with complete disregard.
Now, just so you know,
Disregard.
when you use Divine
For her own
Smite, first
safety.
you have to do it when you hit, but before you know how much damage you've done.
Ah.
And second, it's not just 2d8, it's
and then-
based on the spell slot that you spend, and also whether it's undead or not. So
Yeah,
if you spend a
like,
first level spell slot, you get 2 plus another one.
Yeah, and then because it's an undead, I get plus 1d8 to any undead.
Yeah, so 2 plus the
So,
1. Yes.
Oh, you only have-
11, and then plus 6.
So 17
17
for damage.
added to that damage before.
It was
And
17
it's
before.
radiant
so
damage.
17 and
Yeah,
17.
and then an extra 17 radiant damage.
Ah.
If it's vulnerable to radiant damage, then
Yeah,
it would take
so
double.
when you... Well, it still takes the damage anyways, right, as damage? Yeah, so 17 and 17.
And then if it's vulnerable.
But yes, okay.
then it's
So either way, yes. Pop like a pimple. As
Nice!
you come around the corner and just... And it's just exploded and its two friends look over and kind of and then they start coming kind of towards you. But it's not really their turn yet. You guys do have your surprise round. So what is everyone doing as they jump into action?
After she puts down the first one from like behind the like top of a roof, I'm just going to hex and then fire. So I cast my wee hex on one of them. There we are. That's the spell slot used. Great, and then I will do my attack from on high.
D4.
Oh,
Bless
not
you.
hit. A 2 and a 1, so that's a 3 plus. Hold on.
Hopefully they are.
3 plus 7, 10.
To hit?
A zombie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not that hard to hit.
Thought it could still work.
Yep.
Awesome. So I'm going to do a D10.
Okay.
That's 8 plus 4, so that's 12 force damage.
Nice.
Then it's going to be a D6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So 4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then 2 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I'll do my second shot if it's still standing.
Yep, it is still. It looks pretty messed up, but it is still standing.
That's a 4, but plus the D4, and then so that will still be a hit.
What was the hit? Sorry.
It was 4 plus 7, so 11
Yes.
plus a
Yep.
D4.
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
Okay, so I'll do. Yeah. So that's 4. That's 9 force damage.
Okay.
6 necrotic damage.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not that strong.
Woo! Last one!
So there's one more.
Come on, you two!
1 sec. So how much was the total damage on this one for that last attack?
Okay, so that was 9, 6. So that's 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. No. And what was the damage on your last one? It was 17. Was the last round?
It was like
damage
a
on
billion.
the-
'cause
yeah,
it's like
on the last one.
34.
Yeah. No, it was down. No, it was down. Yeah. So the two of them.
34 plus 17.
Yeah, and just the last one's standing as he kind of looks over, and he actually looks up towards you as you're kind of coming from the sky. Who wants to go next?
You know what? I haven't done this in a while. You're gonna bring out a little sling out of my
Yeah.
robes from 100 feet away. Just
Is that disadvantage?
It is a disadvantage.
Then disadvantage it up.
And chuck it.
Do it.
For a 12.
Yeah.
Hey!
Wow!
Just a marble
This is why I
embeds
went
itself
first.
in his head.
Hey, 3 damage.
Nice.
Hey!
Probably can't even hear you.
Yeah, as he turns to kind of look past Carrie to see this little quill just kind of popping out with a sling. Hey! All right. 3 damage.
That was fun.
Yeah, like you got
All right, and it goes to Lisa.
Try.
Alright, so
As you're
as
flying
I'm
around up there, what you doing?
flying about, I'm going to take aim at this last zombie fellow with my sweet arm missile.
Nice. Do it.
What?
Would you?
I'm gonna be looking up at you in like just disbelief and just like, what?
Or crossbow. Or skin it as whatever you want.
to that.
It's a
D4,
missile,
yeah,
that'd be so
yeah.
cool.
It's just magic missile.
4 and
Yeah.
11.
Don't you have a bonus?
Does 11 hit?
Don't you have a
Oh,
bonus to
13,
hit?
sorry.
13 to hit? Yeah,
13.
you hit. Alright, how much damage you doing?
5.
5.
With your missile?
It is a hand
teeny
crossbow.
Another Roman candle comes out.
Yeah.
Sparkles just come out.
There's only so much pressure built up in the chamber, and most of it's used for flying, so it just doesn't quite make it. Yeah, it's looking a little confused as to why its French just got decimated, but it's just been pelted a couple times, and it seems to be okay. He kind of goes. He starts to walk
Effectively
towards
threw
Carrie.
a thermos at it.
Yeah.
I'll just be ready. Show that
I'm
ready.
helping.
Alright, so as he walks towards Carrie,
Alex, help.
he's going to. How would we do this? So I guess it would just be the slam attack. Okay. Alright, Carrie. 15 plus. 18 hit.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh, because you got like +2
So
armor.
at this point, yeah, the zombie
Nice.
goes
Awesome.
and grabs around you and tries to kind of dig in, but keeps slipping on your armor as you're pushing it away, and it's just too slow and stupid to really kind of get in anywhere. And yeah, you push it off of you, and now it goes back to you guys on your initiative.
I just stab it.
Just go for it, stab it away.
And 16 plus 6 plus
The hit,
4.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a 26. And
Just
then,
hit
and then that I'm just gonna do it for the wonderful D&D Beyond because it's so much easier. 11
For damage?
for for damage.
Okay. Okay. It's looking pretty gross, but it is still okay.
Oh wow.
I'm
That's okay.
summoning up my hex, and then I go. Brilliant. The honors.
I will walk up 10 feet, swinging, building up speed on
You
that
get within
thing.
close range, so no disadvantage.
No, it's just 10 feet, so I'm still 90 feet away. Still very much a disadvantage, but it's a little bit clearer.
So
my
it
glasses.
pulls the paper 3 inches difference to just like try and.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
The marble
You start singing, and the back of the spin just hits you in the back of the head, and you go, oh, no, let's try again. And just starts fumbling around. Anyone else want to go in the meantime?
I'll take another
Go for it,
missile
Alex.
shot at him.
Come on. They're
Go
adorable.
for it,
Come
Alex.
It hits.
Yeah, it hits for a 8. 8 damage.
Nice. How do you want to do this?
Oh my! It's just going to like go
Uh-huh.
right into him, and then he'll just start to disintegrate.
Nice.
Oh.
So he's there with
Wasn't it
his
this?
arms and his legs kind of
Magic
barely
missiles.
hanging on with muscles and tissue and stuff, and then this, as you can just see it start to kind of just, that last little, the straw that broke the camel's back as the arm just goes kukunk. Oh no, kukunk. Oh, kukunk. Kukunk. His parts just start to fall off, and now he's just a pile on the floor. Yeah.
I'll be
That's good, that's
quietly
good.
clapping because I'm still scared about
Yeah.
the other ones.
We
Bye.
saved the town.
Was that all of them?
Oh, there's another group over here.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
There's 2 more groups total.
2 more ropes.
are these groups also in threes?
Mhm.
Do we want to effectively like rinse and repeat? Kind of take this ranged approach.
Absolutely.
Man, it's up to
attack?
you. This is what you want to do in your last days here. I mean, go for it.
We've got a couple of days. We need to help.
This is really only taking a little bit, and then we can rest here.
Yeah.
I'm good with it. It's fine.
We need to be able to sleep.
It's
Cool.
good TV either way.
Huh? Just
Get
watch.
closer. Come on.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys know
I
that
think
they're.
we'll just pick them apart from the rooftops, from
Yep.
flying
Yep.
above,
Yep. Yep.
with him
Stay down on the
scouting
ground.
her holy magics.
Yeah, you know, there's a few hanging out around the inn and all that. You guys can kind of rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Now, just to make sure that this goes in a way that makes sense here, why don't you guys just do? We got 3 zombies. So why don't you guys do? Why don't you guys do 3 rolls of 20? I want to see if you guys
3
catch
each?
a 1. Yeah, I just
How?
want to see. I just want to see if you guys catch a 1. And if you guys catch a 1, we might
Natural
have
20.
Okay.
How long does
Ooh,
it take
let's
to go
cancel out a
between
one.
each of the places? Like, does it take longer than
No.
Oh, but you're casting.
rolls.
You're fine.
Oh no, because it's just a minute.
Oh, it's only 1 minute. I
Yeah,
thought it
for
was an
my
hour.
channel divinity.
Oh no, your eye was never mind.
Yeah, the eye's an hour. My weapon just adds +4, but if it's gonna be longer than a minute,
Just
between
roll, and
minutes-
we'll worry about that later. Just wondering how many 1s we're getting popping up.
Natural 20.
18.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. 10.
No ones.
I'm good too.
16.
No 2 natural 20 so far. No ones.
So good. So we'll say the luck of the dice are on your side as well as the fact that they're friggin' zombies. Yeah. Eventually, you guys can pick them apart. Finishing up just outside the inn, there's 3 of them kind of casing out, just kind of trying to get through the what appears to be an area that has a lot of people in it. And yeah, you guys pick them off, and it seems like things are a little quieter in the streets.
Cool. Do we see the people that are were scouting around quietly?
The people that were
Were
scouting?
there people? Or
There are people still trying to just
okay.
get
Like
to their
scurrying.
home, and they're
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So they all got in.
yeah. It's not
Cool.
their zombies
I
are
would-
relatively slow and weak, but you
Yeah.
know.
I would just be like looking out for them to make sure everyone's inside, because otherwise I would be like follow kind of close behind me just to get into the inn.
Oh yeah, you don't see anybody. It
Cool.
seems like the streets
That's
are pretty
good
empty
then.
at this point.
Carrie, you're a member of the church. I think it would do well if you were the one that announced to these people that there's nothing to fear anymore and that the place is cleared up. So maybe you can kind of allay their fears and allow them to come back out
Absolutely.
if you want to address the people.
Perfect. I'll
Mhm.
put my
Back to
visor
the
up
town square.
and knock on the
The
inn
door of the inn.
door, like in a way that a human would, rather than like just pounding on it.
Ding, ding,
Like-
ding, ding,
Like
ding,
yeah,
ding.
exactly. I'm gonna do like some sort of like weird knock that makes it look like it's more alive.
Yeah, so you go, king, 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 king,
Yeah.
king, 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 king,
Yeah.
king.
God damn it! No.
Hello,
Hello.
hello. What are you doing out there?
We've just killed the zombies in the town.
God,
we
shut
were
up.
looking
No,
for
you
some-
didn't. You didn't kill no zombies.
I thought this was an advanced civilization. You said.
We did. Like, if I have to go
It's Barnsley.
get their heads to prove it to you, I will. But I'd rather much come in and get a drink with you guys, if that's okay.
All right, you're probably telling the truth. Come on in. Starts opening up some of the. You can hear
Great.
creaking and stuff. He's prying away some of the nails and stuff that are holding in some of these boards. The
He
two
takes-
main doors swing open, and you're
Cool.
in kind of what looks like the front foyer area. There's
Nice.
a if you kind of look down a little bit, there's a desk and stuff like that with a little bell on it.
Hopefully,
Right. Well,
I'll get everyone
In we go,
inside,
everyone.
And then
There you
I'll
go. Starts
help.
hammering up the door. Yeah.
If he looks kind of weak, I'll help and
no,
make
he
sure.
just looks
No, we're
good.
cynical.
I mean,
Okay.
we'll be leaving here in like a minute.
no, we need to
We need to
rest.
rest.
We've been walking all
Oh, we
day.
killed all the zombies, and I haven't seen a Strahd anywhere in town. No, it's so early.
What?
What?
I like the way you
You
talk.
saw a what in town?
I said I haven't seen a Strahd anywhere near here.
A straw?
It's Strahd, the priestess of death, who's been raising the undead. You simpleton.
I'm sorry,
sorry, I
I'm
was
not
out of line
familiar
there.
with people from one of the 7
Perhaps
worlds.
I could use a nap. Yeah.
Will, grumpy.
We should
Yeah.
sleep before
I
we
like
get
it.
into
You're
that.
hungry.
Yeah, you two would really get along. Actually, do we know this innkeeper at least a little bit?
No, not really.
Okay. We always just say that the crap
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Hi. What the
Okay.
hell are we doing?
You're an innkeeper.
Yeah.
Why don't you run your inn like an innkeeper does? So you
Maybe
are going to have a
just
nap.
rest.
Go
Good,
snoozy
good.
by. You are going to stay here.
You must be a showgirl. The way you run your hands like a showgirl. Why don't you just be a damn showgirl?
I'm
You
this
shut
close
up.
to shooting you in the face.
To be
Shut
fair,
up,
you
bitch.
are a bard in a different universe, so it would make sense that you dance.
Don't you mention him. I am not associated
Told
with that
you.
man.
Big tear bard.
Oh, God.
He goes behind the counter, starts rummaging around through some shit, pulls out some paper, goes, hold on. Alright, I got a key. How many rooms do you guys need and do you have money?
We saved your town and you and the inn itself. Carrie, I thought you were going to tell
money
everyone they were safe. Why don't you deal with this guy?
I
I'm gonna go
will.
and let everyone else know.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
no,
I'm gonna
but-
go and sit
Oh,
down.
hold on one second. Hey, Becky. Yeah? I just saved the whole town.
What?
From a bunch of zombies. Yeah. See how easy that is? Prove I didn't, Becky. No, you can't.
Can I shoot this man? Does he?
No, we have to.
Look, you want some room
People
tonight?
are dumbasses. It's
You
okay.
do
Yes.
All right.
Yes, we do. Is money even like helpful anymore? Like, it's
Yes,
the end of the
money's
world.
always helpful.
It's the end of the world. You buy.
Throws a door. But I throw them at Carrie like, just pay the goddamn thing.
Bounces into that. Oh,
Okay.
gee. Okay, take the room keys. There you go.
Me and the robot will take one room.
Okay, there's 4 rooms. Do what you want with the other one. I don't care. Okay.
This way, Alex, I'm going to bed.
Oh, come here, Becky.
Carrying him up to bed.
Carrie, if there are wounded people in the town, I need your healing. I was gonna save this place because I thought it would make you. I go out into the town square and I'm just gonna press the digitation to amplify the sound of my voice while floating up and be like, "The zombies are gone. You're all free. If anyone's hurt, yell. I don't know. God damn it, Barnsley."
Very good.
Thanks, bro.
Daryl.
Just stand there patting my foot in the muck, just waiting to see if
so
someone's
bitter.
injured.
They're all rich.
Yeah, you do
It's
see
okay.
some people that like come, if they can tell where it came from. Yes, then there's definitely some people that come. Some are a little bit hurt. Some of them have like a kid that's like cradling their arm or something.
Yeah. I'll set up like a little
There we go.
hospital in the like extra room then.
Yeah.
So they've got like a little bed to lay down in if they're a bit too like hurt and stuff.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, you said we could.
Whatever.
You said we could do anything with it.
I did.
I think you should have already set up this hospital in your inn. You have many spare rooms. So
This guy would rather have vacant rooms
yeah,
than help.
then help.
You weren't complaining when I had
A
vacant
true
rooms,
businessman.
and you guys needed vacant rooms, huh? No, if I would have made them all into hospitals, you guys would have had nowhere.
If I put a scorching hole in your forehead and say that you were a zombie, I don't think anyone would protest.
Becky,
Go see Becky.
Becky.
I'm going to bed. I just fall asleep.
Yes, you did.
Sleepy time's up here. Alex, you mind rubbing my feet?
Joking.
Well, fell asleep.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
A good day there. Yeah. Rub Quilliam's feet. I'm so
Oh
tired.
goodness.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
I will
like
cast
Joshua Ice
silence on my whole room and area, so there's not a peep.
So there's no sound, just Alex rubbing.
Yes.
Does that magically remove all sounds
Yes.
as well as, so you don't even hear like there's
Yeah.
no like
Nothing.
You
at
don't
all.
hear
It's
him,
complete
skin on,
silence.
not okay, just pure silence and just
pure
like
joy.
nice. Well
Nice.
then, okay, at that point you're gonna go to sleep. I'm guessing. Yes, perfect.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna wake up to the same shit because there's no sun, so it is what it is. But you wake up, you hear something outside. Is it birds? Is it death? Who knows? But there's something. You look
Birds of
out and
death.
there's people moving around. Looks like there's a little bit of life back in the streets and stuff. People are doing some shopping. Looks as if the town has a little bit of confidence going out
Like
and
that.
doing stuff. So there you go.
I will ask them though when I'm like tending to their wounds and stuff if it seems that the zombies come out at a specific time or if they're coming from somewhere. Like if there's an
Who
area of the
asking?
town where they're coming in, everyone
injured
that
and
I've
stuff.
injured, like everyone that's been injured,
Yeah.
I'll be helping them. Especially
No,
if
you
they
don't
look
get.
like
There's
they've
no
been-
real stories that seem to corroborate
Okay.
any specifics. It's just like, yeah, there were some zombies, and then there were just more of them, and then there was like some more zombies.
Okay.
People died and then came back.
Is there enough people that look like they know how to wield a weapon?
Why don't you do a medicine check?
You're gonna replace me, huh?
Natural 20.
Hey!
Okay, there are 2 people that are gonna become zombies in not a lot of time.
Dilemma.
Who are they? Are they like little children? Or are they...
One of them is the kid that was holding its arm that came in with its mom. The other one is an average, just Joe,
I'm
kind
gonna
of
go
middle-aged
find.
farmer-looking guy.
I'm gonna go find Victor.
Good
And-
morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
Did you get some sleep at least?
I did.
Good,
I
good,
just
good.
made sure that everyone was okay first,
Awesome. Is everything all right?
and she's just gonna like be like
Oh.
getting a bit emotional.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up? What's up?
Yeah. There's 2 people that I found out they're most likely going to become zombies. I don't know when, but
Don't worry.
can you
Guess
help
what you
me
are?
Yeah.
You're a paladin. You have
Yeah.
divine ability. I think the same magic that destroys those undead can stop the transformation itself. Let's go down and see what we can do, yeah?
Thank you.
It's all good. Come on. So we'll go down and tend to the child first, in case, like, just as triage, just in case there's a time limit on this. And we'll go, all right, if there's some way that you can remove disease, I think you've tried it before when you've laid on hands with certain people. Can you do that to these people if it's transmitted?
I can do lesser restoration, which you touch a creature and you can either you can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. If like poisoned, I'm gonna try that.
Now there's lesser restoration, and you also have lay on hands, which you can do in increments of 5 for a similar effect.
So I'm gonna do. Oh yes, because like if I so I'm gonna try lesser restoration and do that on the little kid.
That would cure diseases.
So like poison,
Poison or disease? Does it say diseases?
It says
acutes
disease.
with
Okay,
a
cool.
disease,
I thought so. Yeah.
Either one disease or one condition.
Yeah. So, as you do that, you can see that there's an obvious bite mark around the arm and stuff where he tried to obviously kind of block his head, and you can see it's all gray. And as you do that, you see it starts to become a little bit less gray. A little bit of the yellowness in the sides of his eyes start to kind of go a little bit more white, and the skin becomes a little bit more pink around the arm. It's
There we go.
still hurt, obviously, but I mean, definitely seems like it's healing up, and the grossness seems to kind of be going away.
Great. I will get the other one and do the same to the guy and do the same thing to him.
Great.
In like a separate area, just so that like if anything bad happens,
Absolutely.
then cool. And then I'm gonna look for someone that's like a paladin or at least knows the same sort of spells as me. Like anyone in the town if they're still like around, or if there's anyone.
Like a cleric who's upstairs.
Yeah, someone like just anyone that would know less restoration or have
Threw a
like
gap
cure
in the floor.
disease, something like that. Like I'd be
Alex
calling out
has
for
lesser
everyone.
restoration.
There's not a lot of people left kicking around in the town, and it's,
That's okay.
But I mean, you can tell everyone seems fine right now.
Oh yeah. No, I just wanna like check, and then I'll just say to like the parents and stuff, just to keep an eye on them, and that like they could still be sick, but I've done everything I can.
With
Like
Thunderwave.
pray, I'll pray for
they're
them.
very
and-
appreciative,
You know, if you are still worried, though I think you did pretty much clean it all up, I'm going to do a little bit extra. So I'm going to go up to each of the victims. I have 2 spell slots, and so I'm going to cast Remove Curse twice, once on each of them, just in case there is a magical component that lingers deeper into the flesh,
Wonderful.
anchored to the
That's really
spirit. So I'll remove that from them,
As
because I
soon
get
as
them
we
back on a
like
short
leave
rest.
the door and close the doors for them to calm down and like relax in bed, I'm gonna just give Victor a massive hug and be
That's
like,
that
"Thank
potential
you."
I was telling you about. You just need me to help direct it, right?
I really appreciate it. Like,
Now you know for next time.
Like yesterday with Alex, that was really good of you. I could see that you wanted to say something. But
I'm trying to be better.
absolutely, I can see that. I think we should
Good.
go outside, have a little bit of fun. Do you think before we leave?
Maybe. I'm not sure if we have time.
1
on
minute. Go.
1 minute
60
of fun.
seconds.
All right.
Perfect.
As of now, let's go. Run down to the bar.
Run down the stairs.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
Go
you guys are
So we're just shotgunning
sharing
drinks.
a room.
Yep.
Now, I'm assuming your silence only
Yeah, it's
lasts
10 minutes concentration, so as soon as I fell
So
asleep.
as soon as you gotcha. So yeah, you're sleeping, but eventually you do wake up to the sounds of what sounds like people outside moving around, a little bit of hustle and bustle going on. A couple boards being pried off from adjacent rooms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alex, you on?
Yes.
I think it's time to start this day, dawn, evening thing.
Okay.
Great. So
William.
agreeable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we'll find your brain. Maybe not. Let's go.
Brain. Here.
No,
Alex.
it's not.
And
Okay. Go downstairs. Oh, look, hey, that kid's looking better. Sweet.
Yeah. You just see us having like rushed fun, like having a quick drink. Maybe like
Nice.
tapping along if there's like any music playing. And
Yeah, and you guys eventually, you make your way from whatever you guys want to do for breakfast and stuff in the morning. There's definitely some rations and stuff in there if you want to just grab some stuff to take on the road with you. But yeah, you walk outside, you see them kind of playing around and just goof around in the streets for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
There you go. And then
Oh.
you
Definitely
have
Hand
try
out
all
to
the
Alex.
exotic foods that are of this land.
Barnsley.
There's not a whole lot there. It's a lot of
Oh,
dried
it's
meat.
also
Carrots.
weird and delicious.
A lot of
Oh,
dried
yeah.
meat. And
Straight
a lot of
up.
berries
You have a
and nuts.
weird craving for
Yeah.
carrots.
Well, take some to go. There's
Yeah.
lots to go.
Yeah. There's lots there to go. But yeah, you take those and eventually you hit the road. Now, is there anything you guys want to do before you guys leave?
I am gonna put my hand out to Alex and maybe do like a little spin when she comes out of the inn, just to like maybe get some of that like emotion back into her.
Some of that emotion flowing again.
Yeah, especially because like we saw her like doing the little bobs when
Yeah.
she came into town the day before, and we're like in the square now. Maybe it will like kind of reignite some memories, some soul and stuff, like hearing some music or hearing a little beat or something.
Hey, if you want to get the juices of good times flowing, there's that little shop that I saw her walk out of with Zarek, yeah?
Oh yeah.
If the person isn't in there, then you can just grab some dresses for free.
Oh, that's a perfect idea. And I'll lead you over to the dress shop because you're probably not wearing the dress.
Yeah.
You're just a mechanical
Yeah.
body, right?
Yeah.
It was up to
Yeah.
you, yeah. You
Well,
describe
the
whatever
dress
you
would
want.
probably
'Cause
been destroyed and ripped apart. Like I would go in with you,
Mhm.
lead
Okay.
you into the store, and be like, pick anything out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
I'll
no
sort
one
it
in
out
there.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steal whatever you like on the
I
house.
put like
Requisition.
1 gold. I'll put 1 gold on the counter just for Alex, just for her to see that. But no,
Sure.
oh no.
Alex
Sorry.
will be drawn to a
1 copper.
fairly familiar blue dress.
The bad version.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
She'll put it on and just stare at herself in the mirror
That's
for like
cool.
That's
a
funny.
minute.
Yeah, it's like a slightly
Amazing.
different version of the same dress where it's not quite stitched exactly the same, but it's definitely familiar. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
She'll smirk
That is
There
just
you
a
go.
tiny bit.
I'll grab whatever like kind of black dress there is. Just
Oh,
for
there's
myself.
lots of black dresses. Yeah.
A nice looking black, like
Nice.
pretty dress. That's
It's a Gucci baton.
kind of like
Gucci baton. Yeah.
maybe with
It's
like,
a Gucci guitar.
or even one that has like some sort of like gold in it. Pretty,
Yeah,
like,
there's lots of stuff
pretty.
with like gold, like stitching and like all sort
Nice.
of oriental style looking.
I will grab that off the thing and just shove it in my bag. Not wanting to look like I'm being girly and enjoying the shopping trip.
You mean the thievery?
Let's
Oh,
go get you something
She
nice.
put
Alex.
a
Yes,
copper on
but-
the counter.
Yeah, I put a couple copper on the counter just to like make it so that
Yeah.
Alex doesn't think we're stealing.
I mean, take your dresses; they're worth shit anyway.
We are chained. We're saving the world.
That's true.
Like they should have given us.
And you're gonna do it in
dresses.
style as you have your dresses
Yes,
now, and you leave
exactly.
the shop all
right.
happy.
Yep.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
gonna move on your
Packed
way
up,
now?
good to go.
Perfect.
Yep.
You're all good to
Yep.
go? Perfect.
Cool.
So, because we're hitting about the hour mark, we're going to dog ear this page, and we're going to take a quick break for those of you that are on Twitch with us. I'll be back in 5-10 minutes. For those of you that are on YouTube, it'll probably be a different day, but don't worry, it'll be coming quick. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and otherwise we'll see you real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye now.
Bye.